Hi guys, welcome! In the upcoming patch update, we'll be getting another exciting round of skill adjustments and balance tweaks that are set to shake up the evolving meta. And in this video, we'll dive into the changes affecting SP build Stellar Hunter, DPS build Phantom Dancer, and Shurenado build Ninjas. These builds have fallen out of their meta for quite some time, and we're hopeful that the upcoming changes will finally boost their popularity in both PvE and PvP. Alright, without further ado, let's begin. First up, we have the buffs for the Hunter class. First, Twinkling Stars can now be used twice consecutively, and it will leave a dark matter trap at the location after rolling. This greatly improves Stellar Hunter's ability to evade attacks and reposition safely. Its new effect of leaving a dark matter trap also helps in controlling enemies, preventing them from pursuing you further. In relation to this, the maximum number of dark matter trap that can exist has been increased from 1 to 2. This will double the chances of enemies falling into black hole status if they attempt to go near you. Another change to Hunters is the reduction in the cooldown of Cryogenic Cyclone from 18 seconds to 5 seconds. This means that Stellar Hunters can quickly reapply this buff in case it got stolen or dispelled by the enemy. Right now, only the SP build of Stellar Hunter remains viable in PvP, so all these adjustments are catered to strengthening their crowd control and enhancing their survivability in battle. Up next, we have several buffs for the Rogue class. First, Rogue Nature's passive skill now has an additional effect which increases ranged physical damage by 20%. This will further boost the damage potential of bow-wielding Phantom Dancers. Second, the Soul-Cracking Assault rune has been adjusted, wherein the upper limit of the first line effect is increased from 20% to 100%. Thus, Phantom Dancer's auto attacks can now have a 100% chance of releasing Disabling Strike if you manage to get a perfect first line value. Don't worry though if you already have a gold star rune, as the existing runes will be adjusted accordingly. Third, the physical attack multiplier of Disabling Strike has now been increased from 350% to 1000%. Although this buff still doesn't match the damage output of the combo arrow proc, it still provides a valuable additional source of damage for Phantom Dancers. And fourth, the State Pursuit passive skill will now allow Phantom Dancers to deal 30% more damage to targets under Immobilize, Stun, Darkness, and Close Confined status, up from just 10%. This synergizes perfectly with the other adjustments to Disabling Strike, as the second line effect of Soul-Cracking Assault rune has a 30% chance of applying these statuses when using Disabling Strike. Overall, these changes affecting Disabling Strike will make it a far more potent tool in the Phantom Dancer's arsenal. Do you think these changes are enough to elevate the performance and impact of the auto-proc build of Phantom Dancers? And lastly, we have adjustments impacting the Ninja class. First, the two recently added skills in the Tier 3 Shadow Wolf Hazy skill tree will be transferred to the Tier 4 Yamata Amaterasu skill tree. The Ninja Drop skill tree will be automatically reset after the maintenance patch to allow players to fix their skill point allocation for free. Second, a new passive skill will be added in the Tier 3 Shadow Wolf Hazy skill tree called Cutting. This adds a 30% chance of applying bleed status when using Wind Shuriken skills. It also increases the damage output of Wind Shuriken skills to targets inflicted with bleed status by 30%. The Shurenado build of ninjas will have great synergy with the upcoming Kalispur Cure class, as both of these classes can apply bleed status and increase the damage to bleeding targets. Third, the Wind Monster Cultivation passive skill has an additional effect on Breakthrough that increases physical damage by 10% when using a Wind Shuriken weapon. And fourth, the Shadow Clones will now additionally inherit a ratio of the ninja's elemental damage, damage to large size, and damage to MVP and mini. However, the ratio of inherited stats is still limited to a maximum of 10%. Will these buffs be enough for Shurenado ninjas to shine in PvE and PvP? So that's it for the class plus adjustments impacting Stellar Hunter, Phantom Dancer, Yamata, and Amaterasu coming in the June patch update. Will these buffs be enough to dethrone the current powerhouses in PvE and PvP? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, that's it for this video guys. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed watching this guide. If you're new here, I'd love for you to consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button down below. I'd love to have you back. Thank you for watching and see you in our next episode.